Welcome to Spectre.ai. I'm Kay, the CEO, and I'm going to do a quick run-through of the entire Spectre.ai story. Let's start with what exactly Spectre.ai is. It's a prediction market platform, but very different to anything that has ever existed. There are 3 contract types on the platform, one of which is already available in our live alpha. These are smart options, ULC CFDs, and classic A-book trading contracts. Let's start with smart options. This is a high-risk but high-reward trading contract that allows you to generate between 70 and 90 plus return on any underlying asset in as little as 5 minutes or over any predetermined time frame that you choose. The outcome is binary. You either win and get the payout or you lose the capital invested in that specific trade. This is a large industry which in its peak saw around $3 billion deposited by traders around the world. But owing to excessive centralization and massive broker fraud, the industry came under trouble. Spectre.ai offers this unique contract. This is being traded using Ethereum, either on-site or using an escrow or off-site from an Ethereum wallet. The next contract type is the unlevered and capped CFD, also known as a contract for difference. Here you can enter a long or short position on any underlying asset, wagering effectively on its direction. Similar to a smart option contract, you don't own the underlying asset at any point. The difference here is that you are not constricted by time value, so the position remains open until it hits your take profit or stop loss levels, which you predefined before entering the trade. Or you can simply close it when you like without paying any interest. You simply set the amount you wish to get paid, for example $1 per pip, and then enter the position. You can close the position when it is in profit or loss depending on your preferences. This flexibility makes this a low-risk, low-reward contract type. This is a $150 billion plus market, centralized and run amok by B-book brokerages and broker fraud as well. Spectre.ai offers this unique contract and is traded using Ethereum either on-site, using an escrow, or off-site from an Ethereum wallet. Then you have the classic A-book contract. This is almost identical to the CFD, only that you're trading directly with the wider liquidity markets for underlying assets. This market consists of very well-regulated companies, although centralization is still a risk factor. The Spectre.ai platform will connect to this fiat-based centralized market and also allow traders to trade off the blockchain as well, should they wish to do so. Together, these 3 contract types allow Spectre.ai to become a one-stop shop for truly decentralized, safe trading worldwide. Now let's examine why the Spectre.ai is different to anything out there. In the traditional broker model, say binary options or B-book FX brokerages, you are trading against the broker's balance sheet, or in rare instances, they may match you with other traders. If you win, the broker loses money, and vice versa, meaning there is a serious conflict of interest. This is why the broker will manipulate entries, delay withdrawals, often trade on your behalf, and engage in a range of other tactics to make sure you lose. Then you have the blockchain-based prediction market platforms. You don't trade against the broker in these, but instead it matches your trades or bets with other traders. The issue here is liquidity. There aren't simply enough traders in order for you to be able to enter a trade at any price at any given time. So what these platforms do is advise you to create a market by bringing your own liquidity. This is in our view inefficient, as some markets have very little liquidity and some have more. And then thirdly, you have the cryptocurrency exchanges, which basically allow traders to exchange a range of cryptocurrencies physically between one and another. The success of these again depends on the level of users in the platform and how many there are. Some of these exchanges might have books, some might not, but make no mistakes, these are not speculative trading platforms where you can make a substantial return on new entries within a few minutes or hours. You go to these exchanges to exchange your cryptos for transactional reasons, or maybe to invest long-term in longer-term positions. This isn't trading, it's mainly exchanging. Spectre.ai is very unique because not only does it allow you to trade a range of smart options, CFDs, and other asset types, but it allows you to do this peer-to-peer or against a giant decentralized and autonomous liquidity pool. This pool replaces the broker entirely with orgalized, provably fair outcomes built on smart contracts. This means there is no human intervention or possibility for fraud. Each time traders trade, a small 2% technology fee is taken from the pool and 2% goes to dividend token holders. There is also a utility token, which I will describe shortly. So the question of course comes, how can investors participate in the Spectre.ai story? They have 2 options, the utility token and the dividend token. The advantages of the utility token are higher trade payouts, all expiries on smart options, all assets, all trade indicators, and exotic options, access to Spectre's Financial Academy, and a range of other in-platform benefits. Very importantly, Spectre's token buyback program is focused purely on the utility token. This helps remove supply of this token from the market, thereby increasing its price over time. As the utility token does not classify as a security, it is to be listed on major cryptocurrency exchanges and should benefit from higher levels of liquidity. The disadvantage, of course, is that it does not participate in any profits, unlike the dividend token, which pays a volume-based profit to token holders at the end of the month and at the end of the year. The drawback with the dividend token, however, is that it will have less liquidity being listed on smaller exchanges. It also does not benefit from the ongoing token buyback program and carries no in-platform advantages that the utility token does. Going back to what makes Spectre.ai unique, one of the key differentiators, as mentioned earlier, is the lack of any broker and instead the existence of an autonomous decentralized liquidity pool that talks to smart contracts. Security of this pool is of paramount importance to us, and this is why we use a tri-layer security system with various segregations of funds starting from a primary, secondary, backup, and fiat and gold layers. All blockchain-based storage segregations are protected by a multi-sig, cold storage, and escrow layer. This special liquidity pool also plugs into our dApp store. This is an ecosystem similar to the iTunes App Store by Apple, which allows developers to create a range of apps, from betting, invoice factoring, to insurance, to other financial applications, all of which can become net contributors to the liquidity pool in time, and thus drivers of Spectre.ai and dividend and utility token value. The following is the documentation available. I strongly suggest you go through each of these documents carefully if you are considering joining our journey, either as a trader or investor. First is the white paper. This is probably the most in-depth document. Second is the one-pager. This gives you a general overview of the project. Third is token and proceeds allocation, which gives you more specifics about the ICO token supply mechanics. Then you have the CapEx schedule, the forecasts, which is dynamic, so you can play around with them, the competition matrix, the SWOT analysis, the liquidity pool security, the token buyback program, the brand due diligence document, token types, asset availability, and very importantly, the team. It's also worth noting that we have a live trading platform where you can go and test how Spectre.ai will interface with the markets when it gets connected to the Ethereum mainnet early next year. And last but not least, a legal notice. Please note that Spectre.ai is closed for trading and investment for the following countries: USA, China, British Virgin Islands, and Singapore. Thank you for your time.